you're going, going. Did you have time for that? There we go. I'm listening.
Where do you get your rhythmic inspiration?
I get where I get my rhythm. It's all right. You had the mic behind you, but I'm gonna answer you. No, you're good. When I was playing guitar when I was younger, I started off just playing guitar. I didn't start singing until I was about 18, and but I always loved that kind of weird rhythm stuff. Loved a lot of 70s and 60s, and then once I kind of got into more of the singer-songwriters music, Beatles, Neil Young, and John Butler Trio, and stuff like that. The melodies that they were singing and the parts they were playing on the guitar, I just kind of got obsessed with, and it was kind of like doing, that kind of thing, and I just thought it was so cool. So I just loved it, and then I guess that's the answer. That's really it, I think. Yeah. Thank you.
Where is your dream place of when you hadn't played it? Are you playing in your journal now?
Oh man, I have to say it was. I had 3 places that were on my dreams, and I've gotten to play all 3 of them, which is pretty cool. And Red Rocks was one. I got to play that a few times, and then the Gorge. That was one in Washington, and then this Lakewood Amphitheater in Atlanta. Only reason because that was like one of the first concerts I went to, and I was out in the lawn, and then I got to play that venue, and that was a pretty cool moment. So yeah. Anybody else?
And Q104.
I'm sorry.
And Q104.
And Q104, obviously, yes. In the new building that I haven't performed in yet. So.
What's on your musical bucket list? You just mentioned those cool venues. What else do you want to do next?
What do I want to do next? Just keep trying to write the best music I can. That's always the goal. And hopefully people like it. And if they don't like it, then maybe they just don't like good music. But, no, I'm just kidding. That's always the goal. But goals change. Especially I have a kid now, so a lot of things have changed. And you get older, and you go through a lot of things, and life just takes turns and twists. And but I still feel like, in a way, sometimes feel like the same kid that picked up the guitar. Sometimes, when you get to the business thing side of it, sometimes it all changes, but sometimes it's not all bad, This is another new one. They've been lucky enough that they've been playing it here at Q104, and very thankful for that. And it's if you've heard it, it's a little more rocking because it started off as like more of a ballad, like. It was nice and pretty, but we couldn't get it. I couldn't really get it where I wanted, and so then I started changing up how I would play it, and then finally figured that out. And I love where it is now. But I can't do that when it's just me on the guitar, because that'll just be weird for me to play that like that. And so I'm gonna play it for you. It's called Dance Through the Shadows, and I'm gonna play it for you. And it's kind of a sad song, but it's also a little hopeful. It's hard to hear your words when you're so afraid to speak up. Something's on your mind, but you're hiding it away. You say that we're going under. I say we still got each other. It breaks my heart that you can't let go. You say you're fine, but girl, I know. Then dancing with the shadows. When the days get hard and your lights burn low, don't go far, just hold me close. Go dancing, dancing. dancing with your shadows, dancing with your shadows. If you're running through the woods, yeah, I'll search all night till I find you. And the wolves are at your door, I'm gonna drive them all away. You see ways we'll lose each other. I see you, I never wonder. It breaks my heart that you can't let go. You say you'll find what, girl, I know. You've been dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. When the days get hard and your lights burn low, don't go far, just hold me close. Go dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows, dancing with your shadows, dancing with your shadows. Girl, I know you've been dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. When the days get hard and your lights burn low, don't go far, just hold me close. Go dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows, dancing with your shadows, dancing with your shadows. Thank you. Everybody else? All questioned out. In the back, yes, sir.
First of all, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So, my question is, how has your songwriting evolved from being an aspiring artist to having the affirmation of being a champion on American Idol to now being a family man with a child?
Oh man, I think we always evolve, no matter what field we're in. Sometimes you get smarter and sometimes that's a bad thing. And you overthink a lot. But for me, I've always tried to be honest in writing a song. When obviously there are times, like whenever I was with a major label, like you get all this pressure, like you have to write another big song, and when you try to do that, you quickly realize you can't do it. You just got to write honestly, and people can realize that. And so for me, for this new record, and that's another thing, this is all independent, so this is all me and no label or anything, so I'm really proud of that. And all these songs I wrote a lot of songs, a lot of bad songs, to try to get these pretty good 10 songs, I think. And so you gotta write, that's what I tell people that have questions about songwriting, like you gotta write a lot of bad songs, you gotta write a lot of bad stuff. And it might feel good, you might finish the song, and then you actually listen to it after you step away, like, oh my gosh, it sucks. And but when you come back to it and it still feels good, you're like, okay. But things change, yeah, you write about different things. I've been through a lot in the past 11 years. I'm a pretty private guy, but musically, you can kind of hear some things through it, I feel like, when you actually listen to the lyrics, read them maybe. Everything changes. It changes good. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
So I'm kind of curious, as a musician, looking at it from a fan's point of view, what is your favorite song, both that's yours and that's not yours?
Ever? Oh my gosh. My favorite of my songs, it changes. It just depends on the day. I have to say all these new songs on the new album. So I have 3 albums that were under, a major label, and I'm really proud of all 3 of those. But when you have a lot of different hands working in there, sometimes it's not all up to me. So there's one song on each album of the first three that I hate, that I'll never play, and just because I don't like them. And even if I wrote it, I still think it's bad. And they liked it, and I just told them that it's not good, and I'm not gonna play it, you know. And I still have never played them. And sometimes people like those. I have some fans that really like those songs, and I don't tell them why I don't like them. I just I'm not gonna play it. And but my songs, it just changes. To be honest with you, it depends on the day. But these new songs, I really love all of them. It's been fun playing these new ones. So yeah, I can't tell you that. The song in general that I didn't write, that's kind of impossible. I love too many songs. I love Peter Gabriel. Led Zeppelin. I could go on and on about all the music that I love. I can't tell you just one song, but a song that I'll never get tired of listening to is Thriller by Michael Jackson. Just because the recording is just so insane. I'm always constantly, if you listen really hard, there's so many little details in there that you don't notice. And I just maybe a month ago, I was listening to it in some headphones. I was like, oh my gosh, there's this little piece, like just like happening. I'm like, what the heck? And it's just such a masterpiece. Yeah, that's a long answer. Anybody else? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead then.
Amber.
I don't know what's that.
Amber.
I'm gonna ask a question. Does someone have a question?
Loud noises.
So, you've seen a lot of concerts. What's your favorite concert you've ever seen? And then I'm curious also, with the son, what's the favorite song that you had that you sing to?
Favorite concert I've ever seen. I've seen some pretty incredible concerts. I will say I saw a Taylor Swift concert about 9 or 10 years ago when I was out with John Mayer, and she was playing in, I think, Toronto, and my guitar player at the time was really close friends with her music director, still is, and he got us hooked up to go there. Her mom was so kind to us, and I was going into it like, oh, this show's not gonna be good, you know, she's probably gonna be really mean when I meet her. The show was just like so incredible, and she was so freaking nice, and I was like, dang it, you know. And she's just so talented. That was an absolutely incredible show. And Ed Sheeran is there too, and I'd already met him before, and we did some radio stuff, and he's just the kindest, and he's an incredible performer. And I'll say Stevie Wonder, same guitar player. He's a guitarist for Stevie, and I happened to be in Nashville, and he was doing the Songs in the Key of Life tour, and that was an incredible experience. It's just a completely different kind of show, and that one is I'll always remember that one. That was